Hi, everybody. It's me, the cello guru. How's everybody doing today? I'm coming live to work a little bit with you on Ashokan Farewell. I posted my chart in Cello Nation and I sent it out in an email to you guys, okay? So you got no excuse for not printing it out. It's a Cello Guru student friendly chart, which means it's written just for you and me to sound great. All right? So listen, I'm coming in here live some because I am advertising my crash course for cello, which is super fun. It's got 12 different options of which piece you want to play. And over a 30-day period, we have lessons and we learn that piece. So it's like a bite size chunk of what it's like to study with me. And by the end of it, you're going to understand whatever it is you're working on really better, so much better, and you're going to be so much of a deeper cellist and musician. I know that I just had a lesson this morning with my jazz guitar teacher whom I study jazz cello with, and I just was feeling like I don't know how to add these chords. I'm working on improv. I don't know how to add these ninths to my cello parts. You know, he's not a cellist, he's a guitarist. But I trust him. He's like a master at jazz, right? And so he has millions of years and tons of experience. And so I go to him and I ask him, "What do you think?" And I trust him. I trust his expertise, and I feel like a different musician after I've talked to him, after I've worked with him. So I think these crash courses for you will give you similar confidence when you work with me some one on one. Okay? So the crash course is a 30-day program. You meet with me 4 times. There's some extra videos that you get. And there are 12 different songs you could work on. So, like, just for example, French folk song at an early level, you could do a crash course with me. Bach Gavotte in C minor, Long Ago in Variations from Book 2, you could do with me. You could do Lully Gavotte from Book 3. All the way down, Tchaikovsky, Chanson Triste is one, Bach Arioso is one, that someone is doing already. The Swan is one. I did a class on that couple days ago. Eccles Sonata Heidi's doing already. And there's the Bach Prelude in G you could do a crash course on. Number 11 is Celtic. So Ashokan Farewell. That's why I brought this out. We're going to work on it a little bit today just to give you an idea of what it would be like to work with me and so you can raise your level a little bit, okay? So number 11 is Celtic. There's some different options for chord charts. And then number 12 is Galamian scale method. I posted about Marge. Marge in Pennsylvania. Let's go, Marge. Marge is going to do Galamian scale method crash course. So for 1 month, she's going to be working diligently with me on Galamian scale method, which is going to make her a happier, deeper, better musician and cellist. Okay. So message me for details of crash course if you're interested. Get my cello out. Ashokan Farewell. Okay. Now, write in the comments if you're here, where you're from, okay? And who you are. All right. So we got the Ashokan Farewell. I want to do some open string ornamentation, some barred ornamentation, and then flourish. I was just working with Susan in Costa Rica on that flourish. It was on My Heart Will Go On, but it's the same thing in here, which is pretty cool. So we want to add to this chord chart. Some of you, it's enough of you just to play the melody. That's fine, you can play the melody. But when we work on music theory on the cello, we want to add notes that are not written on the part. So you have the notes that are written, then you have the chords above the notes that are written. For example, at letter A it says D, which means D chord. It means that's the foundation underneath that melody note, okay? Now, when it says D, you can always play a D underneath the melody note. So at letter A, it would sound like this. Open D, right? That's called a double stop. Two notes at once. So it's going to sound, you played the low D, and it says D chord, right? So you can always play that open D if there's a D chord, all right? Okay, so now let's talk about the next open string ornamentation or root note that we can add to this. Open string, because open strings are easy, right? Look at bar 3. You've got this note in your melody. Fourth finger on a D string, right? Add an open G. Because it's a G chord above it, right? That's nice, right? So if I start off playing it just as printed, that's beautiful, right? But what about when we add our open strings? Now it's a whole different thing, right? Everybody try the opening with me, like this. Try it. Ready? Go. Again. Ready? Go. See how we're adding an open D. D is the root note when it says D above the melody, okay? D is the root of a D chord. D above the melody note means it's a D chord, okay? All right, now we're gonna find some other places where we can add those open strings, okay? So bar 1, add an open D. Bar 3, add an open G. You can write it in your part. Just write a long open G under it. Okay? It can be messy. Don't worry about it. You're just goofing around, trying to learn some theory here and having fun, okay? All right, let's see where there's another open one. Look at bar 9. That's the third line. Does that look familiar? Just like the opening, right? Add an open D there. Look at bar 11. Add an open G there in bar 11, right? It's a G chord. That's the root of the G chord, okay? Can always do that. Anywhere in this piece where it's a D chord or a G chord, you can add the open string underneath the melody, okay? Almost anywhere. I'll show you a few exceptions in a minute, okay? So letter B, that means we can add an open D. Now I have a fingering on here that I gave you guys. That's for single note playing. You're going to have to do different fingerings when you're adding chords in music theory, right? Let me see if anyone's here. We shall see. I always just write a C. I don't know why. Hi. Hey, Pam. Pam's in here. Brian. Hey. Yay, yay, Brian. Haven't seen you in a while. Maureen, nice to see you. You are welcome for the arrangement. Okay. Nice to see you guys. Okay, so let's do letter B, right? You're just gonna do first position pickup. Right, Pam? You got it? Do it with me. 1, 2. Now, you might have to get a stronger sense of a double stop, and that's really good for you, even with no left hand. Practice your double stops. Next level cellist that can play double stops, right? And we need them for these chord charts, so try it with me. Pick up the B with the added open D. Ready? Go. Yes, Yes, doesn't it sound beautiful? So it would sound like this. Right? Why don't we add an open D in bar 19 too? So it sounds like this. Really got to get that pinky in tune. But it says D7 over F sharp. That just means there's an F sharp in the bass. Don't even worry about that. It's still a D chord. So that means open D is a go, okay? Let's play bar 19. Open D, fourth finger D, right? Let's play the pickup to 18 and 19. It's going to sound like this. And you might be all over the place. That's okay. You're just starting to experiment with double stops, right? Where do you keep the double stop and where do you take it off for the left-hand melody note, right? You can't keep it on all the time. Now I have to go to the D string. Okay, so you can practice that. Play it with me. Pick up to B, 2 bars. Ready? Go. Let's do that again. Pick up to B. Ready? Go. Okay, you can work on that on your own. It might be a little bit wobbly with the double stops. That's okay. You're just starting to learn to use them maybe. Okay, now bar 20. We have a G chord like the beginning of the Bach prelude, right? Open G, open D, and then first finger is your melody note in bar 20. Right, Susan in Costa Rica? We just worked on this. Open G, open D, first finger B. How do we know? Just memorize it. It's a G chord, so it starts on an open G, right? Every chord includes a fifth, which is what G and D is, okay? Mine's a little out of tune. I can't tell what it is. But here's your chord. Everybody play that, 001. Again, 2 notes plus 2 notes. Right? Now you could roll it if you wanted to. If you like that, that's fine. Learn how to do both. 2 notes plus 2 notes, or rolling 3 notes is fine. Landing on the top note is fine, okay? So now, letter B, 4 bars. Let's play it. Here's what it sounds like. So I put an open string on the beginning of each bar in this line, okay? Open D, open D, open G, open D, because that's what the chords are on top of the chart. You see it? All right, let's try it. Ready? Pick up to B, 4 bars. Try to add your open strings. Ready? Go. Let's try it again. You ready? Pick up to B, 1, 2. One more time, and then we're going to go on and learn something else, okay? Pick up to letter B. Got your third finger ready? 1, 2. Now, do your G chord bar 28. You already did it before, right? 28, play that, 001. We already did that before, right? 30. Open D. So you see how we're just adding open G's and open D's, and sometimes a double stop. G and D, okay? That's a G chord. You gotta learn a G chord. Because Bach put it in everywhere, okay? So that's G chord and D chord ornamentation. It's gonna make your melody thicker. Also, no one else is doing that when they read this. Only you, because you're a smart musician. You're going to feel so happy when you start this study of music theory on the cello. It's yours. No one else is where you are. It's very messy. You get to pick and choose the notes that you want to from the scales and from the chords. Super, super fun. All right. Now, let's do one more thing. I'm on a roll here, guys. Let's go. Okay. Now, what I want to do is bar chords, okay? Barring your melody in order to make it thicker with a bass note, okay? This happens a lot. So let me give you an example of barring. Look at bar 4. It's the E minor chord, the 4th bar. You see it? It says E minor on the top. Your melody note is 3rd finger B, right? And guess what? There's an E right under it. Now that makes sense if your melody note is the 5th, 3rd, 5th. If your melody note's the 5th, you can just bar one string over and you'll get that root note. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, yay, welcome to music theory. Welcome to math, right? You might wake up in the middle of the night and go, oh, I understand it now. Or maybe you don't. Maybe I have to tell you 1,000 times before you get it, but you will get it. All right, E. Everybody do a bar. Put your finger across 2 strings, C string and G string. You might have to turn it a little to get it in tune. It's always going to be messy. Don't worry about it. Tune it up the best you can, okay? Here's what that's going to sound like. So I'm going to start at the beginning. Isn't it cool? Play your bar. It's very, very cool. Want to try it with me? Try bar 4. Ready? Go. Try it again. Ready? Go. Let's do it again. Ready? Go. You have to have some coordination, right? You have to lift your fingers up when you need the open string. But you can work on that in your own time. Okay, that's the first bar I wanted to teach you. Now, bar 5, look. It says D chord on top. And there's an A in the melody. I can just bar to get a low D, right? 1 and 1, C string and G string. How cool is that? So those are the bars, E minor and D. They just happen to be right next to each other. Let's try our 3-3. And let's try our 1-1. Okay? So let's play bar 4 and bar 5. It's going to sound like this. Take a listen first. Let's do it. Bar 4 and 5. Ready? Go. Isn't that cool? Let's do it again. Ready? Go. That is so cool. I mean, I love adding open strings and bar notes. They're really, really, really fun. Okay, so anywhere where the melody is that fifth, you can bar it. For example, look at bar 13. It's the same as bar 5, right? Let's all try it. Bar 13, fourth line down. 1 and 1. Ready? Go. Okay, so if we're in 13, look at the first ending. What is it? It's a D chord. So you can put an open D there, right? So I want you to go through this and see where you can put the open string G chord in, the open string D chord in, the barred E minor chord in, wherever there's an E minor, see if it'll work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. If the top note is on the wrong string, it doesn't work, so that's okay. But E minor and D, all the way through, they fit, okay? Now, that's your own study, all right? But it's super, super fun, and it's going to make your rendition of this your own, your unique version that no one else knows how to do, because you are badass, because you start to think about and understand music theory on the cello, right? We never get taught music theory on the cello. We just don't. No one ever teaches us music theory. They always go to a friggin' piano. I'm so sick of people going to a piano to teach music theory, because cellists don't understand that unless they play piano, right? I happen to play some piano, so I understood it a bit better than other people who didn't. All right, now, one more thing I want to teach you, okay? You ready for this? Let me see if there's any questions in the comments down below. Let me see. Sometimes I have to write something in here in order to get the comments. Hi, Deb. I haven't seen you in a while. Deb in Salt Lake City, the lovely Salt Lake City. Okay, Maureen, where are you? Are you still in here? And where are you located? Brian's in Colorado Springs, and Pam is in New Jersey. So fun. If you're watching this later, write in the comments where you're joining us from. This is a cello community. I want to build it as a community. I want you guys to start to recognize each other, know each other, maybe message each other, ask each other a question, maybe visit each other. What? I'm going to be visiting every one of you, so watch out. I'll have a cello and we'll play. I did it to Gregory in Oregon. I did it to April in Florida. Every once in a while, I break out and visit someone. I did it to Pat in Burlingame. Okay, here's the other thing I want to teach you guys, okay? That's fun. Letter B. We're going to take the third beat of B, the D natural, and we're going to add a flourish. Listen to this. I'm going to play letter B, okay? Only a couple bars. How cool is that? Listen again. Okay, you might have been listening to Liberace and wondering what he was doing. This is what he's doing. He's doing flourishes, okay? They're really, really fun, and once you start doing these, you're going to love it, okay? So the third beat of letter B is a D, right? I want you guys to think about your D scale, because we're in the key of D, right? Everybody play it with me. 0134, 0134. Look, it ends on a D. And look at what your note is in bar 19. It's a D, right? So I would do a up bow and then a down bow on the D, okay? So you can add your open string chords if you want to, but right now you might just be working on the scale. Everybody, up bow, open D. Down bow on the fourth finger. Let's try it. 1, 2. Right? Try it again. If your fingers are all messed up, that's okay. You just got to work on them, right? Maybe you need my Galamian scale method crash course. Let's try the up bow. You ready? This is the third beat of bar 18, letter B. 1, 2. Okay, so I want you guys to practice that on your own, okay? Pull it out, practice it. Here's a good way to do it. So I'm just landing on each note of my D scale, right? That's called add a note. It's super fun to do add a note. You just play the first note, then the first 2 notes, then the first 3 notes, and your fingers are going to get really fast at doing this, okay? Want to do add a note with me? Let's do it. You ready? Open D. Don't worry about your bowing. You're just going to slur, okay? Open D and E. Open D, E, and F sharp, or O, 1, and 3. Now we're going to add 4th finger. Right? Isn't it fun? Now we're going to add open A. Now we're going to add 1st finger B. Ready? Go. You got to linger on the last note a little. Now we're going to add 3rd finger C sharp. Ready? Don't worry if you're a little slow. You'll get faster. You can do this. Now let's do the whole scale all the way up to 4th finger. You ready? O, 1, 3, 4, O, 1, 3, 4. Ready? Go. Isn't that fun? It's kind of like you're ghosting the scale. You don't even need to use any bow. It sounds really good. It's almost faking it a little bit. But letter B will start to sound like this. How nice is that? All right, let's play through. You want to play through? We're going to be out of here within 5 minutes because that's my schedule. All right, let's just play through it. We don't need the repeats. Try to add an open string chord here or there. Go back and practice this after so your double stops get really good. Allow yourself to suck and be messy because that's the way you get better. Okay, you got to try these new things. They're really fun. Everyone's going to wonder what the heck you're doing because it's not written down, which is the best thing in life. You ready? All the way through, no repeats. Okay, so that means second ending. Try to grab a chord here or there, or try to do a barred chord, remember? Those, all right? Go back and practice it later. Ready? We're going to start on the 3rd beat, so get your bow on an up bow. You got your pinky in 2. Okay, we're going to start on 3rd beat. 1, 2. improv, you're going to be able to. You're gonna find so much fun and freedom once you start learning these chords, learning the arpeggios. And listen, stop beating yourself up. If you wiped out, so what? Who cares? You are starting to learn a new way to play here. So fun. Write in the comments if you had fun, and what you think about this way of learning to play the cello, which I absolutely love, and which I have learned myself, and I continue to study all the time. Like I said, I just had a lesson this morning, and I was like, wait, what? I have no idea how to do this thing, but I am learning. It's super, super fun. And I've been doing it probably for about 30 years in many different ways, so I got a little bit of a jump on you. So the crash course in cello is available. I think 4 people have done it. It's a brand new program I'm doing. There's 16 more spots for you to get the bonus of the Bach Prelude Cello Boot Camp videos and PDFs. So if you want that, that's a bonus that comes with coming in the crash course. It's a 30-day program, and you focus on one piece with a master for 30 days. It's super, super fun. It doesn't mean you come in every day. It just means that's how long the program lasts, okay? We got one-on-ones where we focus on a particular piece. So here's the crash course list. It's not listed anywhere. Here it is, French folk song. You could work on French folk song with me for a month. Long, Long Ago and Variations. That's Suzuki Book 2. Bach Gavotte in C minor, which is the most soulful of all pieces. Mid-range core of the cello, bow arm, and left-hand extension work. So each of them has things that we're working on. Bach Gavotte in C minor is so beautiful. It's in Suzuki Book 3. Lily Gavotte, which is your D minor work. Super, super fun with Baroque bow strokes. That's in Book 3 as well. La Cinqueton, Book 3. Lovely, lovely piece. You'd work on positions, trilling, and a repetitive theme that breaks hearts. So if you want to break hearts, message me for the details of the crash course. Okay, Tchaikovsky, Chanson Triste we could work on. I'm doing that with Sandra in Australia. That's right. It's super fun. Arioso by Bach you could work on. You could work on the Swan. I did a class in here a couple days ago. If you haven't done it, go do it. It's really, really fun for shifting, long shifts. Number 9 is the Eccles Sonata. Heidi in Green Bay is doing Eccles Sonata with me. Super, super fun. Baroque bow strokes, figure 8, legato, bowing, and learning to breathe. Number 10 is the Bach Prelude in G major. We love the Bach Prelude in G major, working on string crossings, arpeggios, and pitches in the Bach Prelude in G major. So by the end of 30 days, you're going to be a way deeper cellist who's super happy because you understand things that you never understood before, because nobody told you how to do them. Bach Prelude is number 10. Number 11 is the Celtic. So if you want to do a Ashokan Farewell, some people have asked about that. You could do that. You could do Danny Boy. You could do Road to Lisdoon Varna. You focus on one piece, learn the chords and the arpeggios and the bass notes that go with it, and you find some freedom in your playing, and you're a deeper musician because you understand music theory better and you're having fun. And when you're having fun, you always become a better cellist because you play more, right? Okay, number 12 is Galamian Scale Method, which Marge just signed up for. I'm really excited to work Galamian Scale Method with her. This is perhaps the bravest offering of the crash course, because you're learning some different keys and you're learning the rhythms that will make you a higher level cellist in those different keys, okay? And you're learning the method that you can apply to any of your scales, always, okay? That's what I do. I do the Lami scale. All right, guys, so listen. Give me any questions that you have. I'm always happy to answer any questions. Find somebody to play Ashokan Farewell with you. Message me for details about the crash course in cello, which is my new program, so I'm super excited about it. Find someone to play Ashokan Farewell with and play a bass line. Goof around, learn to do a bass line. Goof around with that. Or just play it for someone with your added notes in it. You can feel really happy. All right, let me see if there's any questions in here. No, it doesn't come up for me. Let's see. Nope, I don't see any questions. Okay, so make sure you write in the comments later. Write in the comments how you did, what you thought of this class, how you liked working on Ashokan, okay? All right, guys, I will see you guys. I'm going to do one tomorrow too, but I'm not sure what. Maybe Arioso, maybe the Bach Prelude in G, I'm not sure. So if you have a specific one that you would like me to do, let me know in the comments, okay? I'm just kind of fishing around doing different ones that people are asking about, so you get a taste of what it's like to work with a master cellist. Me. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye everybody. Hope you enjoyed that.